Here, let's set this off to the side. Just move it right here. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Man, it's an exciting day today, even though I've been kind of holding this back from you guys and gals for, I don't know, a week and a half or so. I was kind of waiting for the right time to share it with you, and I think now's the right time. I got so much flack over buying the Camaro. Oh my God, I got so much hate, but I'm not even going to talk about the hate comments. It's whatever. The video got a ton more likes than it did dislikes. So comments aside, I say the video was a huge success and it did great on the views. So today, here's why. Part of the reason why I decided to go ahead and get this car is because I got this box in the mail right here, and this box came from YouTube. So we're going to open this up and I'm going to show you guys what I got. I have been waiting for this for so long. Sometimes YouTube falls kind of behind on their plaques, and that's okay, but regardless, it still means the world to me to get something like this, to be recognized by YouTube for accomplishing such a milestone when it comes to you guys subscribing to the channel. So this is the silver play button. It's the entry-level play button. It's the very first button you get. It's the very first plaque you get that kind of tells you you're doing something right. Your channel is a success. Now, we still have a long way to go. Believe me, I haven't even taken it out of the wrapper yet. I really didn't want to take it off out of the wrapper without you guys. So let me see if I can do this one-handed here. And I thought, what? I thought, okay, great. Totally botched this video. I thought, what better way to unbox the video than on top of the car. There we go. It's beautiful. Now, I would love to see what some of the other buttons look like. I've seen them on YouTube, but I mean, I'd love to see what they look like on my wall. Absolutely beautiful. And I got to give a big shout out to all of you for making this possible. So I guess the question is now, what's the big secret? What's the surprise? What does any of this have to do with the YouTube play button? This right here, this is like my celebratory purchase. Yes, it was an impulse buy, absolutely. I won't deny that at all. And maybe it was a good decision, and maybe it wasn't a good decision. At the end of the day, that's not what's important to me. What's important is this was part of my way of celebrating reaching that milestone. Now, I know we hit 100,000 subscribers quite a while back. In fact, we're almost at 200,000 today. But getting that plaque, that really just, that hit me, man. It felt really good, and I went out and decided that I was going to not only get this car, but I've also been really putting in work outside of YouTube, off of the camera, trying to find a property, trying to find a house. Not a house that I really think I want to purchase to live in right now. I'm looking at some, let's see, what would you call those? Project properties. I think you would call them project properties. I'm going to take you out. I actually found one that I showed you in a video a while back, and most of you really liked it. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, it had a 2-car garage. It was kind of an L-shaped house with quite a bit of land. It had an acre of land. Hopefully some of you remember. I think it was a beige color house with brown trim. And I decided yesterday I was going to bite the bullet on it. I decided, you know what, we're going to do this. I'm going to build a shop there, and everything is going to be great. The problem is we could not agree on the terms. Now, that's not to say that the house isn't going to happen. It just made things a little bit more complicated, and I'm not sure if I really like the way, I don't like the way the discussion's going when it comes to the terms of that house. I got a bee or something flying all around me. So I'm going to go out and look at I'm going to go look at something today, and I'm taking you guys with me. It's supposed to be extremely rough. I don't think it's been lived in a very long time. From the pictures, it looks like it's got good bones, but the interior pretty much needs a total rehab. So, hey, maybe that's something we can get into on the channel. Maybe we could put a house back together. It's totally different from cars. Could be interesting. The price is pretty good. It sits on, I think, about an acre of land. So plenty of room. It's about 30 minutes from where I currently reside, so it's not too far, but it is outside of city limits, and that is important. It's outside of Oklahoma City, outside of Oklahoma County, about 35 minutes away. So maybe that's something we can work with. Like, the price is $24,400 or $25,000 on the dot, something like this. Ridiculously cheap for any home but I've got a feeling it's probably going to be a lot worse in person than what it looks like in the pictures, and that's going to play a huge part in making a decision as to whether that's something I want to buy or not. But instead of talking, let's go take a look at it right now. Well, we made it to the next property. This right here is a main road. That's a main highway, actually, and this road is rather quiet. This is kind of a corner lot here, and this is a real interesting place, and I was absolutely correct when I said that it would be worse in person. Is it making you sick?
Yes, it's horrible.
It's that bad?
Yes.
Well, you should stay out here then. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Now it's got enough land that you could really do something with it. A lot of it needs to be cleaned up, and quite a bit needs to be cleared out. Kind of bring you back here first. Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm not looking to go out and spend a whole boatload of money on a house. I'm really looking for something cheap, something small, but has enough land that I can put a shop on. And that's the main thing, is I want to be able to put a shop up. I don't care so much about the house, but it would be nice to find one that had a house or a mobile home that would be in usable or somewhat easily repairable condition, kind of like with cars. Now I have redone houses before. I've done the electrical, I've done heating and air conditioning, I've done my own plumbing. I can do it all, but what you're about to see, I think this goes beyond me. This is rough. Now, I do have permission from the owner to be in here. I've got the owner's number from where I found this house, and I've already texted him or her. I don't know, because we've just been texting, and I do have permission to enter the home and be on the property and look around. I am serious about considering purchasing it, but looky there. Remember these old pencil sharpeners? This used to be the kitchen. There's a utility room or something back there, but this shelf is literally bolted to the wall. So apparently they didn't want anybody going back there. I don't know what's back there anymore. The plumbing is gone. You can see where the walls have been ripped out. And so of the ceilings, this is where somebody came in and stole the electrical. So the electrical and the plumbing has been ripped off. This house, this is, I think honestly, this is the worst one yet. This is really bad. Like, I mean, I thought, maybe a fixer-upper or something. It's a fixer-upper, all right. It's a fixer-upper, all right. This is, the floor leans in multiple directions. Obviously, there's damage to the subflooring. There's damage to the foundation, I would imagine. This place is in it's real bad shape. I wasn't looking for a house to live in. Now here's where the power line comes from the meter, okay? So this is old school. This is coming from your meter into the house. This used to be the main breaker box right here. And this distributed power obviously to, if not the rest of the house, at least a good portion of the house. This is all very old. The good news is the roof looks to be in good shape. The ceiling looks like it's all right, aside from where people, broke into it to steal the wiring. Same thing with the walls. But I mean, the way the house it leans in different directions, man, this place has got problems. Now, I haven't found any spot where the floor is actually soft, where it feels like you go through it. Floor feels solid, but this is one of those houses that has had, I think, at least 1 or 2 additions put onto it. And it ain't good. It ain't good. It's real rough, man. Now the wiring I can do, I've done it before. I took a burnt down house and I actually remodeled a good portion of that house by myself. It can be done. Here's your plumbing. I believe this is your well pump, although I'm not 100% sure, man. I don't know exactly what that is. I've never seen anything quite like that before. But that used to be a 220 outlet. You can see where they ripped all that out too. Over there, they ripped it out. This is your central heating unit, which they have ripped apart as well. So, gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. But I mean, truthfully, this house is, I don't think this is gonna work. But I'll tell you what. I actually like about the place more than the house. It doesn't look too bad from the outside. It's once you get indoors that it gets kind of rough. There was something over here that I thought was really cool. There's an old school bus, and it almost is like an omen telling me, get it, just because of this danged old school bus back here.
Don't get too close to those red wasps. They move.
Oh, are there wasps inside of it?
They're in that gutter right over here.
Oh, yeah, I see them. Yeah, they've got a nest over there. In fact, their nest is probably up under that siding right there, or up under the roof. Yeah, those things are no joke. Stay clear of them. So you got this little, I don't know what you want to call this, just a little outbuilding here of some sort. It looks like, aside from being full of junk, that could be cleaned up and utilized for something. This school bus, though, like, this is just totally true to every... What was that?
I saw something moving.
I saw something too. This is totally me, and this is totally this channel, man. Now, you guys may not believe it, but I took an old 50s, I believe it was a Chevy dump truck, and I got it running after it had been parked. It basically looked like this. It had sat like this for God knows how long. I bypassed the fuel tank, and I got it running, and I actually got it to move. Now, it wasn't buried as bad as this. This is deep. Look at that wheel. Look how deep that's buried. But I think you'd be surprised. These old things, even after sitting, sometimes you can bring them back to life, man. And this old school bus is just, it's almost screaming for me to try to bring it back to life. Now, it's on the ground. Like, these are the steps, and it's literally, ow, dang it. Spider webs and everything. This would be so much fun.
I know, we can have some.
This would be so much fun. And quite honestly, it looks to be in pretty dang good shape when you consider. Now, I don't know what's under the hood, if anything.
Is there a hood release?
Yeah, there's a hood release right there, that handle.
Don't break off.
I believe it opens backwards. There may be one on the other side as well. That may have just latched it. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, there's mosquitoes out here. I've been getting bit. Yeah, I think it may have already been open. So I think if you grab it, be careful.
Got anything really holding it together?
It's got a motor. It's got a motor. It's got a transmission. It still has its carburetor. The radiator's missing. But
is this before power steering?
this is back in the day, man. This thing has no accessories. It's got a generator, which someone took the wiring to. Go figure, someone stole the wires. It's got a there's your starter relay right there, which the wires are gone.
That carburetor's...
Whoa. Here, let's set this off to the side. Just move it right here. We'll put the hood back on it because I don't want to damage anything. Oh, I'm getting caught up. I don't want to damage anything or leave anything off to cause any more damage to this. This is a heck of a find right here, man. There's your old spark plugs. There's your fuel pump. There's your oil pressure switch right there. There's your vacuum advance for the distributor. There's your coil. But again, everything has been cut. You know what I mean? It's all gone. Dang. I'm dying to get my hands on this. I really am. I would love to. I could almost guarantee you the motor is seized, though. I'd bet money the motor's seized up. But this, of all things, is just screaming auto auction rebuilds. It's still got oil. Although that oil's looking kind of thick. Oil's looking real thick, actually. It looks like it's definitely got moisture in it. What do you think, boys? I'd almost buy this place just for this. Oh, there's you an old vacuum cleaner. Hoover. That's a Hoover, isn't it?
I think so.
Looks like an old Hoover to me.
Doesn't say. Yeah, it's a Hoover.
It's a Hoover? Yeah. Well, that's how you know you're getting old. All right, Tim, help me put this hood back on this thing. Man, if we could get an ignition system hooked up for this, we can bypass the key, start it with a switch. You know, pour a little gas in the carb.
What carb? That thing's falling off.
No, the carburetor's on there. Carburetor's fine. Pour a little gas in the carb, get an ignition system for it, bypass the key with a push button, and you never know, this thing might actually fire up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope the video was at least entertaining. We figured out a lot in this video. I got my YouTube award, and hopefully you understand that this was kind of a present, not just to myself, but for the channel. We're going to do exhaust on it. I plan on doing a cold air intake and, you know, a couple other tasteful mods to the car like would anything else. Then, of course, we've got the house. I thought this would be a little bit of fun. It's always fun to go explore, man. It's something I miss doing. I used to do it all the time. I loved exploring places like this. Back in the day, I didn't necessarily get permission to do it. So that's something we're doing a little different, is making sure we have permission to check out these properties. The school bus is cool. I know you guys are going to comment on this house, so please do. Go ahead and comment, tell me what you think. I think the location is actually really good. It's far enough outside city limits. We're safe there. The house itself, though, I don't see any... I just don't see any way to resurrect this place. I don't think it's financially feasible. I really don't. I don't think there's any economical way of bringing this place back. This is one that I think really just needs demolished. As sad as that is, because this house has been here a long time. But this place needs torn down, and you'd have to build something else, or throw a mobile home out here. Of course, I've got to check with the city, the county, I should say, to make sure that what I want to do out here is actually going to be okay. We got to make sure that everything is on the up and legit before you go and buy a place like this. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about $24,000. I mean, it is a substantial amount of money to spend on anything, but when you're talking about property, it's really not that much. This isn't a whole lot of money, and that dang school bus back there has just got me kind of excited. Can have a lot of fun trying to figure that one out. He's excited. Yeah, he's wanting to, I mean, we could have some fun with this. Yeah, field trip. There you go. Field trip on the magic school bus. Ooh, it could be the magic school bus, if you know what I mean.
We'll put eyes on it.
Yeah, we'll put some eyes on spray paint. I don't know, guys. I'm going to get out of here, though, because I've taken up enough of your time, but I truly appreciate you watching. Thank you all for helping me get to that 100,000 subscriber mile. Well, we're actually closer to 200,000 now, but thank you for helping me get to that 100,000 subscriber milestone. I'm glad that we got that play button. The car, like I said, a treat, just something to kind of celebrate. And I was hoping that by the time this video came up, I would be in a new property, not necessarily living there, but I would have a new property that we could start working on getting a shop built on. But as I said, I'm taking my time finding that perfect place, and there are some things that came up that have caused me to have to rethink what's going on, how we're going to approach things, and I am going to have to go talk to my lawyer and see exactly what my options are from a legal standpoint for sure. But I'm out here looking. We're still doing. I didn't want you guys to think that I forgot or that we're stopping what we're doing. I'm totally into this. I'm invested, and I'm looking to go further with it. So thank you all for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. And please, if you don't follow me on Instagram, consider following me on Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.